There's a house in San Diego that's older than the city itself. A two-story Greek revival structure nestled in Old Town. White walls, red brick trim, and a wraparound porch. It looks peaceful, harmless even. But ask anyone who's dared to walk inside, and they'll tell you something's not right. This is the story of the Whaley House. And if the legends are true, it's not just haunted, it's cursed. Thomas Whaley built this home in 1857, using bricks from his own kiln. But what he didn't tell his family was what stood there before: the public gallows, the very ground where criminals were executed, including one infamous man named Yankee Jim Robinson. Jim was hanged in 1852 for stealing a boat, but the drop wasn't clean. He strangled for minutes before dying, and it's said his spirit never left. Soon after the Whaleys moved in, they reported hearing heavy footsteps, dragging, deliberate, as if someone with boots was pacing above them. They were the only ones in the house. But Yankee Jim was just the beginning. Tragedy seemed to haunt the Whaley family at every turn. Their infant son, Thomas Jr., died of scarlet fever at just 18 months old, right in the house. Then came Violet Whaley. In 1885, she married a man who abandoned her shortly after the wedding. The shame was unbearable. 2 years later, she walked out onto the balcony, pulled a pistol from the family safe, and shot herself in the chest. She was only 22. Guests say her sorrow still lingers. Cold air surrounds her bedroom. Some hear crying late at night. Soft at first, then desperate. Others feel like they're being watched. And some even report a woman's apparition near the stairs, dressed in 19th century lace, looking right through them. Eventually, the Whaley House was turned into a museum, a preservation of San Diego's early history. But strange things began happening almost immediately. Lights flickering, doors slamming, a chandelier that sways on its own. Visitors claim to hear music from the old piano, even when the lid is shut. Psychics and paranormal investigators have called it a spiritual vortex, a magnet for unsettled energy. It's been featured on shows like Ghost Adventures, and even the U.S. Commerce Department once officially declared it haunted. Today, the Whaley House is one of San Diego's most popular tourist attractions. But they don't just come for history, they come for the whispers, the shadows, the feeling that someone, or something, is following them down the hall. If you ever visit, just remember, the spirits there aren't trapped, they live there, and they remember everyone who walks through that door. Follow WeeZ Curious for more real stories like this, because the truth, it's always more terrifying than fiction.